Hey everybody, welcome to another edition of Inside Guns with your host, me, the Yankee Marshal. You know, it's not very often that I get to be very excited about a new gun. In fact, almost giddy. But that time has come today. Finally, a new gun has caught my interest. Now, there's been guns recently that catch my interest, like the new revolvers from Henry. I think they're awesome. I want one. And up until today, it was at the top of my list of guns I want. But today it has been kicked out of that position because I realize there's something coming out that I want way more. And what I want way more is the Biofire Smart Gun. Now, I know a lot of you right now just either grunted or went, bleh. When I said smart gun, you groaned a little bit, maybe willingly or unwillingly. A lot of you are pretty old like me. We groan quite a bit. Sometimes not even just verbally. We just, parts of our body make those noises. But if you're someone that did that when I said smart gun, I think maybe you need to open your mind a little bit. Technology is advancing. I know a lot of people think smart guns aren't reliable. There's no way that the technology can be reliable enough or fast enough to make it practical to have it on a gun. And I know some people think that, there's trigger laws in place that if someone makes this and markets it, that it's going to trigger these laws where it says, well, if one gun has it, all guns have it. Well, I don't really think those are things to worry about anymore, like they were in the past. And I'll address that here. But first off, I want to talk about what this gun is and why I like it. Well, what it is a smart gun. It is a gun that requires biometric verification for you to shoot it. It uses facial recognition and fingerprint sensor on the gun, and it does come in left hand or right hand variety. And unless it's you picking up that gun, it won't fire. It'll only fire if it's you. That's awesome. Just think about the implications of that. If you're a police officer and you're wrestling with someone, they get your gun, they can't fire it. If you got kids in the house, but you don't want to keep your gun locked up to where you can't get to it if something happens, you can sit this around the coffee table. Kid picks it up, you tell them put it back down, but there ain't no chance they're going to shoot it because it won't shoot for them. You can program up to 5 people in it that it'll shoot for, but not your kids. I'm sure you're not going to put your 4-year-old in there. So think about that in itself. That in itself is awesome. It's like the old movies that you've seen where the bad guy gets the good guy's gun or the cop gets the alien's gun and he goes to fire it and it doesn't fire. It actually just shocks them. That would be cool if they could add that feature. There might be some liability issues to that if you shock people to death with your gun if they shouldn't be shooting it. But and that wouldn't be great for your 2-year-old or 4-year-old either. But it'd be nice to have it as an option that you can turn on and off. But I digress. Like I was saying, this is very cool technology. And technology has advanced, and it's continuing to advance. I'm not saying this one is perfect, but it's a far better step than the previous ones we've seen. Not only because, in the previous smart guns, you had to wear like a little watch to get it to work. It was like a proximity thing. This actually reads your face and reads your fingerprint. My phone is perfect. Every time I pick it up, opens right up. Never had a problem with it. If my gun could be that reliable or even more reliable, well, then that would be awesome. So we are entering that age where that's possible. Maybe not so much in the past, and like I said, with the watch and stuff, but this is much better. Another thing that's much better about this gun than the previous smart guns on the market, we saw those. They were cool looking, but they were only 22. And like I said, they needed the watch. This gun is a big step towards being a more practical caliber. It's almost a big boy caliber. It's 9mm. 9mm is very effective for a lot of things. Let's say you got a lot of pigeons landing in your yard and you want to get rid of them. Or maybe you've got a small rodent infestation. 9mm will take care of that for you. Even some skinny humans, it'll do well against. So it's a much better caliber. The technology is much better. And it's very cool looking. A lot of people are going to say, oh, it's big and it's ugly. Well, it is big, but it's definitely not ugly in my mind. This gun is amazing looking. Like I said, it got me all giddy when it made me tingle in my special area, my no-no zone. So I think it looks great. And as far as size, yeah, it ain't small. But like I said, people can carry big guns. Some people are like, oh, how can you possibly carry something that big? Well, people can carry big guns, especially if you open carry. I carry a big gun all the time, and I'm not speaking metaphorically. At least not only speaking metaphorically. I carry large firearms sometimes. This would be well within the range of something I would carry. especially if it had a rig that you could carry it on your hip openly. Now, I don't think they offer holsters for it yet, because right now it's in the stage of where this is for home defense, range, etc. Keeping yourself safe at home is the number one reason for this gun right now, so your kids can't get hold of it. Now, it would also be very nice if they could make holsters for like police use, etc., for civilian use, whatever. But I'm sure that will come down the road. But right now, it is kind of a big gun. It's kind of like using a travel hairdryer to defend yourself. But I am okay with that completely. This is awesome. It's awesome looking, like I said, and you can customize it. You can get different color combinations. You can even change the colors of the trigger and the magazine release. Just all kinds of customization available on it. And like I said, it's already very cool looking. And size-wise, it is kind of big, like I said. But, overall, footprint-wise, not much different than a gun that would have an RMR or and a light on it. And I do believe this gun has a built-in laser sight. So, awesome combination of features, awesome gun. Like I said, I really, really, really want this gun. I will definitely be getting myself on the list. I've even contacted the people who make it and asked them if they'll come on my chat. We do chats every night at 6 p.m. Pacific time, except for Monday and Wednesday when they're at 5 p.m. Pacific time. So come on over if you want to. But I've contacted the people that make this gun, asking them to come on my chat. I'm hoping they will come on and tell us all about it, because, I know I'm not doing it justice talking about this gun. Because let's face it, I'm old. I don't even understand all the technology in this gun. The only parts I understand is pull trigger, go bang, as long as it's you and not somebody else. They'd have to explain the rest of it to you. So, I understand facial recognition and stuff to a degree, but I don't need to waste brain space on how that stuff works. I got very limited space up here, and every time I learn something new, I have to forget something old, and I don't want to forget how to drive or something, so I try not to learn new things that I don't have to learn. What if I forget the Bullwinkle and Rocky theme or something if I learn how to go? So don't want that happening. But like I said, this gun looks really cool. The technology is really cool. The practical application of it, being able to lay it on the nightstand or put it in its cradle on the nightstand. You have to charge them, but a charge lasts for months, they said. So if you put it on your nightstand every other night and the charger, you'll never have a problem with battery, anything like that. It's a very passive system, so it doesn't use a lot of power, so you won't have to worry about that. But just think about the applications of this. If you have small children, or you have people come through your house that, maybe you don't trust 100%. You don't have to put it in a safe where if someone breaks in or someone's outside, you got to run to the safe. Or even if the safe's in the same room, go fumble with the combination and get it out and go. You can just pick it up because it's safe to leave it there with your kids around and other people around, because no one can fire it but you. And like I said, that also extends out to the future to where people say, oh, I'm worried if I'm open carry, someone's going to come up and grab my gun and shoot me with it. Well, with this, they couldn't do that. With police officers, if a bad guy got your gun, couldn't shoot you with it. You just get your back up and business is done. So this gun not only is great right now, in my opinion, I think it's going to evolve to where it's even better. And even though, like I said, it's practical right now, pigeon control and keeping your kids from shooting your gun, it's practical right now. I think it's going to be even more practical in the future. Because like I said, I think they'll be able to slim it down. They'll be able to make it totally reliable. And people will be able to carry it. Cops will be able to carry it, etc. It'll make us into a world where you don't have to worry about someone taking your gun. You don't have to worry about your kids having accidents. It's just sitting there, ready to go, but only to go for you and anyone else that you choose that can also fire it. All right, that's it for me today. Before I go, I want to remind everyone we are doing the friend drawing tonight, and we are doing the silver bullet drawing tonight in the live chat. I mentioned the live chat earlier. If you want to come in, use the link in the upper corner. Come on in. Also, if you want to support TYM Triple P, go on over to tympistolproject.com and either buy yourself some merch or become a sponsor on Subscribestar, or a starlet, as I like to call them. There's multiple ways you can support the programs we take care of and we run here on TYMP, the Yankee Marshal Posse. So go on over there, become a part of the TYM Triple P, help out people in need, do something for the gun community. Don't just talk the talk. And with that, I'm out of here. I hope y'all enjoyed the show. I'll see you again tomorrow. Until then, remember, always carry and stay safe until I see you again.